When I was a child, my grandfather used to warn me about the lake. He'd say, "Don't go out there after dark." The water remembers. I always thought it was just one of those old superstitions, the kind meant to scare kids into behaving. But the truth is far worse. The lake was once a village. Years ago, before I was born, a dam was built and the valley was flooded, swallowing homes, farms, even the church. Families were forced to leave with only what they could carry. They say not everyone made it out. Some refused to leave, others were trapped as the water rose. The town died in silence, buried beneath the surface. I never thought much of it until the night I went out on the lake with friends. The moon was full, the water calm as glass. We were drinking, laughing, drifting in the boat, when I noticed it, glimmers deep below. At first, I thought it was just the moonlight reflecting strangely. But then the lights sharpened. They were windows, dozens of them, rows of glowing rectangles stretching into the distance. It was the village, lit up as though life continued below. We sat in stunned silence, staring at the impossible glow. That was when we heard it. Church bells, muffled but clear, echoing up from the depths. Then faintly, the sound of voices, singing. One of my friends swore he saw figures moving in the water. Not fish, people. Pale faces pressed against the surface below us, mouths opening and closing in silent screams. The boat rocked violently, though the water itself was calm. I leaned over the side and saw them, dozens of hands reaching up from the blackness, clawing for the boat. We paddled back to shore as fast as we could, our hearts hammering. When we reached land, the lights were gone. The water lay still and empty, just as it always had. But the smell of wet earth lingered, heavy and sour, as though the graves below had been disturbed. I never went back to the lake, but sometimes, on quiet nights, I still hear those bells tolling faintly through the air, and I know the village is still down there, waiting. It's people trapped in a drowning eternity, calling for someone, anyone, to join them beneath the water. So tell me, if you were out on that lake at midnight and you saw the glow of windows deep beneath the surface, would you lean closer to look, or would you row for your life?